Hi, this is Zach Meir with the Bulletin Board Heroes here at Zach's Traders Cafe for Thursday, the 13th of February. Starting off with the FTSE 100, which has had a key reversal to the downside, which is slightly disappointing given that we had a bit of euphoria yesterday on peace talks or potential peace talks in Russia regarding Russia-Ukraine. But we're still above the top of the old channel there, 87.30, and above that, still looking for 9,000 as the best case scenario target by the end of next month. On the negative side, a bit of bearish divergence, so higher highs but slightly lower RSI, so slight warning that we might have to have a retreat back towards, let's say, 8,600, which was previous resistance on the way up, especially last month. But to the moment, while we're above 87.30 on an end-of-day close, it is still actually up and away. Moving on to the DAX, and here we've actually not only hit the top of that October rising trend channel, but actually broken through it, which leaves us flailing to look for the next level on the upside. And here you can see that that is actually a line of resistance there from November. That's heading towards 23,300, which is now a target for the end of next month. And I suppose we could also say that we're in a rising trend channel, as I've drawn there, the floor of the channel there around 22,000 and above that, looking for 23,000 plus. Moving on to the Dow, which is, I suppose, slightly behind the other markets, not at record levels, but we already had its excitement before, back in November, December. The situation here is still a case of looking for a break of 45,000, while we're above the 50-day line there at 43,700. Any dips towards that 50-day line regarded as a buying opportunity. Only an end-of-day close back below that would suggest that we've got a sort of triple top there, which would be rather painful. But above 45,000, looking for at the top of that rising trend channel from March last year, up to 46,700 by the end of next month. RSI still holding above neutral 50, which is helpful. Moving along to Bitcoin, and here see that we're still in a rather sort of micro range there between the uptrend line there from November, 94,000, and the 50-day line there, 99,000. What is the end of the day close outside those parameters to decide which way we're going? Most likely at the moment, given the failure at RSI 50 that we've had, is a break down towards 90,000 post-November support. But at the moment, not expecting anything worse than that. End of day close through the 50-day line. We should be popping up to the record highs pretty quickly again. On to gold, which had its record highs towards 3,000, which is what we're looking for by the end of next month. And I suppose that's still in the frame, 3,000 while we're above. Resistance around 29.10, the old resistance around 29.10. That opens up a potential move to 3,000 at the top of that February rising trend channel. Onto the stocks, and some real favourites there today. In fact, trying to pick on the ones which are the more persistent winners at the moment. First one is Audioboom with the new target there. We've already had all our targets hit before. New target there up to £6.20. Looking for that while we remain above a previous target around £5.10, which hopefully would be achievable. Ideally, whatever happens, we stay on the right side of the old January resistance, £4.40. Moving along to Eurasia, which has obviously been a beneficiary of the Putin-Trump situation, and here previous call was above 4p, we were looking for 8. So far the peak has been 7.1 pence. Still looking for 8 pence, and that upper parallel, the second target line there in the recent past, that's heading up towards the 8 pence level. And interesting that we've got that gap left at the start of today. We are bullish while we're above, certainly ultra bullish while we're above the floor of the gap there, 5.6p, and don't want to see an end of day close back below that, but there's still a pattern there above 4, looking for 8. On to another very strong looking chart, which I suppose people have gone rather quiet on, in fact, which is Emmerson. Rising trend channel base there, beautiful sideways shuffle after a gap above a rising 50-day line. Multiple clear candles or blue candles there, and the target there, the initial target here, up to 1.6 pence. The next level up, if you're a fan of the shares, would be the line I'm drawing now, which is the upper parallel of that rising trend channel, heading for 2.4 pence by the end of next month. The other point to note is we're just breaking the 200-day moving average at 1.3 pence now, so end of day close above that, or 2, and 2.4 looks more than more likely. After Eurasia, the other Trump trade, which has been flagged here since the beginning of November, is, and well, probably still is and should be, is Ferrexpo. Here we've hit our target there, the red line there on the nose, with today's spike, so around £1.11. What we'd like to see is an end-of-day close above the 50-day line there at 101 to take us back up to the £1.10 area, plus maybe even give us the chance of a new move to new highs. Otherwise, there is the risk of having to test the 90p area as support. But at least while we're above 90, looking for £1.15 plus. Moving along to another stock which looks very strong indeed, and Ferro alloy. And here we've got well, we've already had the shares hitting previous target there, 7.7p, and the 11p target there. Looks as though we're in a rising trend channel of the variety I'm just about to draw now. So with the floor of the channel there, near the 50-day line at 9p, and the top of the channel up to towards 15p, I would say, if that line extends through there. And getting rid of the other old lines there to make it less complicated. Above 9, looking for 15p, maybe as soon as the end of next month. And if you're cautious, the only thing to wait for here probably is a break of the line here that I'm just drawing, which actually needs to be broken on an end-of-day close basis at 9.25. So let's see if that happens. Moving on to a stock which is not quite so frequently covered here, but got a chance of the start of a turnaround here. So Future Metals gapping off the low. We've already had a gap higher, so this is a second unfilled gap to the upside. Suggests something exciting or positive may be going on. Top of the rising trend channel base here, heading for 105, and we're looking for that at least while we remain above the latest gap there around the 0.6p level. But as I said, early days yet. Maybe one would just watch it for a few days. Decent update from Gattaca today, and here just a sign of not only bullish divergence but a bounce off the floor of that falling trend channel. The other point to note is that even before today's update, we had the shares opening at the beginning of the week on the low and closing at the high, which suggests that somebody took a correct guess about the decent update today. Initial target there 81p, second target the 200-day line at 89p by the end of next month. And as I said, bullish divergence looking good there. A stock which has been stealthily rising over the recent past is Mineral and Financial. And here, golden cross for the shares back in December. We're fast approaching the 22p level, which is our target there, my initial target there. Next level up would be up to 29p, or maybe up to 30p by the end of next month, while we're above recent support at 17p. Metals One is next, and here I have a situation where just giving the impression that we're ready for a turnaround. I want to see an end-of-day close above the floor of the gap there at 0.275p. If we can do that, then we could fill the gap at least up to the 0.48p area, which would be some comfort to those in the shares at the lower levels. The last two start off with Ondo, and here we've broken a line that I'd drawn previously in November, resistance line there. That suggests that the shares are ready or nearly ready for a move up towards the top of that rising trend channel at 58p, maybe by the end of next month, while they remain above the 50-day line at 37p. The good thing here, I suppose, is the way the RSI has bounced at neutral 50, so it just really depends whether we can have some decent sustained price action at 40p plus. Finishing up with Zegona, which has blown out to the previous target there, the red line there from January last year, £5.48. Above that, we can upgrade the shares to a May resistance line projection from last year as high as £7.20 by the end of next month. Brilliant performance, and shares, I suppose, a £4 billion company, so it's not one of those tiddlers. It does show maybe that elephants can gallop sometimes. That's it from me today. More updates tomorrow.